familiar with the Pinball Network. If you're not, maybe if you just give me a moment to speak directly to you about what the Pinball Network is and what it could mean to you. The Pinball Network is a collection of content creators across multiple media. That's YouTube, that is podcasting, that is Twitch streams. Okay, I'm talking to you. And they do it out of the goodness of their beings, out of the goodness of their souls, out of the goodness of pinball, to further pinball as a hobby and the community. That is the reason they do the things they do. They do it for you. So if you're not familiar with the Pinball Network, you should be. I suggest you check out all of those people who are a part of the network. You should give each of them a follow if what you're interested in is soul-enriching pinball-related content. Are you interested in soul-enriching pinball-related content? If so, I don't know that that's here that you should be right now. Fat Cobra, Leo Main, welcome. Also, Fat Cobra, I saw your thing saying work's been, less than optimal the last few days, and you said shots. Did somebody say shots? It's not quite tomorrow. Toasty! So let's do this. Hey, Ogden, coming in hot. 32 months at tier 1, subscribed for 39 months. We'd have a terrible threes toddler at this point. That is appreciated. My hat's off to you. Thank you. So it's a 7 to 8, the Krabby Patty out of 10. Oh, shoot. We're upgrading. The stream has leveled up. Look at that. Level 2 down. Why can't I do this? There. Level 2 just happened. All right. Fat Cobra's going to go pour a shot. I don't think I brought the tequila out here. It's Tequila 8, I think. Tequila Ocho. The Baconator would only be made better with the Krabby Patty sauce, I would say. Where, Leomain, did you get the Krabby Patty? Or is this the meme on the internet going about what the perfect Krabby Patty is, and it has to do with how you stack the burger? So you just had one of those. Like, I really want to sip, Fat Cobra, of this. And hey, Ogden, I hope your day's going well. I think I had mentioned the other night that Wendy's has a Krabby Patty. Okay. That I was running a hackathon. This is the 4th or 5th hackathon that we've run. Didn't get anywhere near the number of people I was hoping to get in because I set a very low bar and it's super fun. Still had some amazing people involved. I really hope that the other people that are, everybody's amazing, but out of all the people involved, there are some people who have more or less experience, and I'm really hoping that the biggest benefit all of our people get is that for the people who don't have the experience, they're given the opportunity to learn from the people that do have it, and for the people that do have it, it's an opportunity to work with cool new people on our contract. But all of that said, I put together an awesome video. I'm very happy about this video I put together to introduce everyone who is involved in the teams and to let people know what the goal is. And of course, it starts with like the Chicago Bulls entrance music, the bum 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 bum, and then it goes into the full song, and I just, using Premiere Rush, I very quickly dropped some cool stuff on there. But quickly, like, no matter what you do, it was a 2-minute video, and it took me roughly about 2 hours to edit it together. So, cheers to either crappy work weeks or long work weeks, or I did 7 hours of tattoo work on my leg today. So, I'm going to say maybe this helps with some of the residual pain that's still happening. It turns out the leg, not a great place to get a tattoo. I got the chest piece done recently. I've got neck, arm, all the way down to the wrist, and then it goes down my back. Like, I have a lot of tattoos. The leg is definitely the worst. Yeah. 7 hours, Ogden. And I know that because I had to pay for 7 hours of tattoo. It is amazing. Like, I'm so happy. And the quality is awesome. And this is the second tattoo I've got from this guy, and I am just so jazzed. So, cheers. I know that went on way longer, to long work weeks, to tattoos, to I don't know, being over prepared, or putting a lot of effort into something that impacts very few people because you like it. Cheers. By the way, this is really good tequila. I'm not gonna shoot it. We're gonna sip it over the next bit here. Pain before pleasure. I introduced my homie with Bull's music to Smash Brothers. Homies tournament. I like that. I like that. My cousin introduced me to Smash Brothers. I can't get into it, but I come from a background of in the same way that I actually don't like Mario Kart. I'm not a fan of Smash Brothers. I feel like I could get there maybe eventually, but Soul Calibur 2 is still my go-to. I enjoy standard fighting games, but certain types have always jumped out at me as being games that I can go back to at any time and I still enjoy, regardless of how long it's been. I'm a good hype man, but I suck at Smash. Yeah. I enjoy watching Smash Brothers be played. Like, there's a lot going on the screen. And to see somebody who's actually very good at the game is entertaining, right? Like, there's a decent amount of skill involved. Also, where are we at? We've got Stranger Things Stars, Swords of Fury, Grand Prix Vector, and Looney Tunes just went home. Was so thankful for, on the stream, you guys have seen Man Adams, loaned us the game, and wow, so much fun. Got to the one wizard mode that was in the game, felt really solid about it. More than anything, hey Test Bishop, more than anything, I feel like the theme on that and the way it looks, like, actually, even the way it shoots, everything but the rule set on that game is awesome. It pulled people in who historically have never cared at all about pinball. We're out here playing Looney Tunes for like an hour. And these are people that I hang with all the time, who've known I'm into pinball, who I've tried to get into pinball numerous times, never have. And they're out here like nonstop playing Looney Tunes by themselves. Any wizard is dope. Mystical. And that's our goal here on Stranger Things. On Stranger Things, our goal is to try and get to the wizard mode. Can you give some insight to the AI programming you were developing, Tess Bishop? I feel like you're joking. If you're not joking, I will absolutely go over here and I will happily give you some insight into the programming stuff we've been doing. And I was literally just about to say, we've been doing a lot of programming streams. We're going to be doing a lot more in the future. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe we do our standard 3 and then add a couple of streams, but I really enjoyed it. I know it's not for everyone, but it also gives me time where I can hang out with people and actually get some code done. I'm so not up to date on modern computer science and tech. Tess Bishop, was that a joke? Because I feel like every 20 minutes I went back and I walked through the overall design of what we were trying to achieve. I would love for an excuse to go boot up Visual Studio though really quick. So if you were actually serious, I can just walk over there. So not up to date on modern computer science and tech. Also, just AI in general right now. I feel like we're in a really good spot. God, this tequila's good. Needed that. You were just big picture. Okay, so legit, we're doing it. We're going console here. It's your console chat. There we go. Hello again. So, we're going to go here. So I'm going to drop that down. We're going to go to Miro. Look at that. It's all just working right now. I love it when a plan comes together. I'm going to pull this over here. Good, good. 60, high-level overview. Hey, you know what? I'm really good at high-level overviews. B.A. Baracus. So, oh, man, that looked like it was cool, but I hit the X button before I could even think about it. So, the high-level overview is Test Bishop. Hey there, Nightbot. Welcome to the stream. I've developed an API, really simple stuff, that accesses one feature on ChatGPT and 3 different features on Model Labs. And Model Labs and ChatGPT all have their own APIs. So that's the development we've been showing, is this. In fact, let's just go ahead and boot up Visual Studio. We can actually run through a quick simulation. And so the computer eventually from StreamerBot will call the API, and we've got 3 different endpoints we're building. So I'm going to skip over here. We're building a create combatant, create battle, and create battle, battle title and create battle. And there's a whole bunch of calls and things going on. We call that procedural, or we just called it orchestration on the software side. But those are the 3 endpoints that are doing a lot of work. And they're either, let's just walk through. So the first thing we need to do is identify the 2 things we want to battle. And we make a call that generates an image for both of them. Then we make a call to Chatbot and then Model Labs voice cloning to create the name of the battle and the audio introduction, so the narration. And then finally, we say, go ahead and create a battle. And it's going to spin off. We got to do some story parsing here. In fact, here's the code. First thing we need to do is create the scenes. And we need 2 different sets, a more comprehensive or thorough description set of scenes, and then a very 1-sentence version of scenes, something we can feed into the video generator and have the video generator build up 8 5-second videos, because that's what we're limited to, because that's what we have access to right now. That's the gist of what we're doing. StreamerBot will then put it all together and make it seem like a cohesive thing. Like, it's just, once we kick it off, it will be done in roughly maybe 3 minutes, start to finish. Yes, it is. It's 40 seconds of video total. Now, we may allow it to loop. These 5-second videos go pretty quick. So while it's being narrated, it may loop 2 or 3 times, and then we go to the next scene, and that gets narrated with the 5-second video looping. It will be a work in progress for some time. So now we can show this thing actually in action. Hold on. Maybe. Here, we're going to go ahead and hit up Docker. So we're running it. It's going to spin up an image in Docker, and then we'll actually hit that API. Fat Cobra says, the 80s for me, late at the arcade, were the best days ever. Sneaking out with the homies, riding the BMX, others skateboarding, arcades back, then stayed open past midnight, especially my arcade, right outside the 150 movie theater. So all the people would hit the arcade all night after a movie. That sounds like a ton of fun. Okay, going back here, we said step 1 was to create an image for 2 things battling. Test Bishop, go ahead and give me one person in the field of science who is real but doesn't have to currently be alive. Give me the name of one scientific person you can think of. Sign out. This is not a programming stream. Okay. So we're going to go here, and we're going to say combatant, try it out, Madame Curie. So we're creating a combatant here. I guess Stranger Things have happened. Yeah, sign out. We were on Stranger Things, but Test Bishop legit asked how the programming stuff was going, so we're going to go here. There you go. So there's combatant 1, Test Bishop from the API. Next up, sign out. I want you to choose a... I'm so lost. I want you to choose a character from a band. Give me the name of any one person from a well-known band, like James Hetfield, just some singer or a well-known guitarist or drummer, someone like that. Or it could just be a band. Actually, we could do an entire band. I was thinking Pink Floyd. The guy that does call-outs from Bare Naked Ladies? Oh, hold on. His name is Ed Robertson. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do Ed Robertson. Awesome. It's running. API is running. Yeah, totally a pinball guy. Here we go. All right, so we've got Ed Robertson. That doesn't look like Ed Robertson at all, but that's who it generated. God, I bet Ed Robertson wished he looked like he was still in his 20s and this capable and awesome. But this is what the battle would be. Madame Curie versus Ed Robertson. You know what? I'm going to do Ed Robertson. We're going to do that again from the Bare Naked Ladies. Let's see what happens. Maybe there's a different Ed Robertson. Okay. And that's what can happen sometimes. Whatever. We've got 2 images. We've got Madame Curie versus Ed Robertson. So if we go back here, that's these steps right here. So we just did, we just identified our 2 combatants and created images for each. Let's get weird. This could have been worse due to the band. Yes. Next up, we need to create the band name or the fight title. So we're going to go from this and we're going to go to battle title. We're going to try it out. We're going to put in Ed Robertson and Madame Curie. And we are going to eliminate the narrator ID and use the default narrator. So I'm going to hit go. It'd be really cool if we could also hit some sort of a music generation thing. All right. So it's called Clash of Titans, Ed Robertson versus Madame Curie, a battle for the ages is what AI came up with. But even better...
Clash of Titans, Ed Robertson versus Madame Curie. A battle for the ages.
It was very delayed. Weird, but whatever. Okay, there. So it also generated an audio narration by, you probably can't tell by the voice, Test Bishop, but that was Jello Shots Fired would have been nice for a title. That was supposed to be Sir, who's the guy who does all the nature video narrations. His brother was in Jurassic Park. I can't think of his name. In fact, I rarely ever can think of his name. But going over here, so that just named the battle, came up with the title, and it generated, Sir David Attenborough. So that's who that was supposed to be. It's just
Clash of Titans. Ed Robertson versus Madame Curie. A Battle for the Aegis.
that's not bad. I mean, I kind of thought, or as I was listening to it, I'm like, that kind of sounds like David Attenborough. So anyway, we got that title. Now we've gone through and figured out actually all of the API calls to ChatGPT needed and Model Lab. So we can generate video, audio, and images from Model Labs, and we're using the Chatbot 4 inexpensive LLM from ChatGPT to actually generate the battles themselves. So we're at the part here where we have to do all of these asynchronous calls, and there's going to be a lot of text parsing needed here as well. And then once that's done, it returns the rest of what's needed. You actually get an array of audio URLs and an array of video URLs, just so that way it's dynamic as opposed to saying scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, third leg gym. I like that. Favorite mythological god or goddess. That actually would be kind of fun. So if we go back here, let's do that. Combatant. I'm just gonna say Zeus. There's so many different people who've played Zeus. I'm really interested to see what they come up with. I mean, that's not bad. Right? That wasn't bad. We could have done worse. Let's do Thor. And then Test Bishop, you said, what's doing all of the heavy lifting? That's why we have this AP. Oh, wow. I mean, they stole that pretty much from Chris Hemsworth. That looks pretty good, though, right? Like, that's awesome. So you've got Zeus versus Thor. And then we can do the same thing up here. We can go to the title and we can say Zeus, Thor, hit execute. And once again, StreamerBot is going to do, oh yeah, I mixed them. I think that's fine. Oh, this is called Clash of the Titans, Zeus versus Thor, Thunderous Duel of the Gods. And now, let's see what happens.
Clash of the Titans. Zeus versus Thor. Thunderous Duel of the Gods.
Okay, that was good, and he actually had a little bit of a British accent. That wasn't bad. Cool, so all of that's done, and we just did all of this. StreamerBot's gonna connect all the dots and update OBS, so that way we can just play it and kind of make everything. It's the glue that takes all of these assets that get created and adds it and updates it in OBS. So this is the last part that needs to be done, and we've got it kind of all. What do you call this? It's all prepped. We just need to do the hard part of parsing the scenes, requesting narration while simultaneously asking for updated versions of those scenes that are much more terse, and then requesting those videos get created. Not bad for the amount of time and money being spent on game development just 5 years ago. Yes, I know. I'm out $50 right now. Like that is everything and our time to get this far. So just wait. Because this is my first night without my kid, which was also a big reason why I got scheduled the tattoo today. And I got even though work next week is going to be crazy, I've got evenings and the weekend free. My hope is to get this done. It'd be amazing to show off a full sequence on Monday. So Test Bishop, would it be possible to have 3D animation created on the fly to show the battle? So we're not going to do 3D animation. We will do 2D animation to show the battle. That's the goal, Test Bishop, is exactly that, but not 3D. It's anime-style 2D animation. Yeah, that's the end sequence, and hopefully I can have this done and we can run our first battles on Monday night. It's a tad aggressive, I think, for the weekend, and then incorporating it, and then after we run through our tests, there's obviously going to be modifications, and then the next thing I have to work on is the voting system. But I got to go hit up Surreal and Manu because I know they've already figured all that stuff out. They can probably save me hours and perhaps even days of time with a little bit of guidance there. So there you go. That's that. And you asked, Test Bishop. That's if you weren't happy with the results there, that is your fault. All right, let's go back over. Because I'll talk about that all day. Third Leg Jim could do a battle of the Popes Urban versus Francis. I would actually love to see a battle of the Popes. That would be fun. That's the other fun thing coming up is that after we, phase one is what's the MVP? What's the minimum viable product for this? Let's just get it functional. It's probably going to be writing in commands, and then we just sit back and watch the whole thing unfold. I'm interested, but I'm also interested in computer-controlled lighting. We used to have a lot of that, Test Bishop. Honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. I do have a bunch of Govee lights in here, and I could add some more, and then you would have control of all the lights in the panic room. All right, but let's get a game going here. Because we haven't played pinball in, I feel like, a week at least. Also, we need music. Music. What are we thinking? Oh, you know what? I want to listen to Subtronics. I heard a really fun Subtronics and Rez crossover, and I'm like, I think we got to go try Subtronics now. Is there an AI that plays pinball? Third Leg Jim, there are a lot of people who've played with that. Homegrown? Brent, what are you up to? 15 beautiful individuals coming over. Homegrown, I hope your stream was fabulous. Oh, look at that. We're leveling up. Y'all, if you just... So much going on all at once. Manu, George, why are you playing pinball? Are you feeling okay? Mr. J. Crane, good evening. And Homegrown, by the way. My hat's off to you. I know. Who is this person that plays pinball? You just missed it. 14 beautiful, don't include me. Brooklyn, you are absolutely one of the 15 beautiful individuals who came over. And do some computer-controlled lighting. We're going to get back there eventually. Hollywood Polo, good evening. What did you have for supper? I had a salad with chicken. And you just missed it, though. Test Bishop's like, I heard that you were coding. And I'm like, oh, my God, give me a reason to go over and talk about the software that we've been building. Playing the same game, and it's a brick house for me. Homegrown, yeah. This is the first time I've played, I feel like, in a week. All right, we're gonna bust out here. Awesome. By the way, Stranger Things may be the ultimate, wow. My leg is really starting to hurt a lot. I may have to go put some more Aquaphor on it. Stall Ball. It might be one of the best stall ball games out there. We played stall ball. There's like 6 or 7 different places you can stall in this game. Amiga Cami, welcome. Hollywood, I did not hurt. Well, I guess I did hurt my leg. I spent between 6 and 7 hours in the tattoo chair today. It's here, and it burns. I have a lot of tattoos. And I feel like this is my first leg tattoo, and I am really concerned about all the leg tattoos that I have planned. Tess Bishop, Maestro DMX is an autonomous lighting designer in a box that listens to music and makes decisions like professional lighting designer. Yeah, homegrown. That was... my tattoo artist is amazing. He's my guy until he moves to New Zealand. It sounds like in 4 or 5 years. But he knows he's good, so of course he charges appropriate prices. And I know that I was in the chair for, I got charged for, I think it was about 6.5 hours. And I know that because the bill at the end was awesome. And what's cool is I got 1 character done tonight out of 5 characters, and this is just for half of my leg. It is going to be a full leg sleeve, and I got Shredder in the bottom. Next up in January, we are doing Skeletor on my calf muscle. And then we're doing, after that, Optimus Prime going up to the kneecap. And then ending with, on the other side of Shredder, it'll be Hellboy as he's fighting a giant octopus. And then I have a very fun Easter egg, which is going in on the inner side of my left kneecap. We're gonna put Trogdor in there. Jeffrey Dahmer says tattoos taste terrible, so get more tattoo and keep the cannibals away. Cascade, what a great way of putting that. I like it. What the hell? Yeah, and that's just the bottom. That is just from my kneecap down to my ankle. By the way, getting your ankle tattooed hurts a lot. Anyone else who has gone out and been like, I'm gonna do a cool ankle that is horrific. No, it's not that Skeletor. Brooklyn, it's actually, in my opinion, it is a very badass image of Skeletor as he's relaxing on his throne. Puff Danny, welcome. I have no tattoos, but I want to get a tattoo of some psoriasis where I don't have any psoriasis. That would actually be kind of hilarious. So yeah, and then the upper thigh. So that's phase 1, which is probably going to take me until the end of 2025 because we're doing, he's booked out. My guy's booked out 3 to 6 months. And so we found a good time in January for me to get in there. That was the earliest I could get in. January 24th is when I'm back in there. And then assuming March or April for Optimus Prime. So that's Skeletor, Optimus Prime. And then I'm hoping to do Trogdor and Hellboy at the same time. And then after that, he's got to put the cape in on Shredder. Which he may do with Skeletor because the cape is going to go behind Skeletor. And then we're going to add like a galaxy hexagon kind of thing. If you remember like the hexagons from Guardians of the Galaxy, we're going to do that as a way to start creating some continuity between all my tattoos because they are all wildly different and they're all over the place and very different styles of art. I know, Denapin, what? Actually playing pinball? Who does that? Having tattoos is a qualification for many jobs. It shows that you're able to sit for hours being stabbed by needles. That's how a lot of meetings feel. I like that. My friend has been trying to get me I'm sure that was nothing, or maybe it was one of the lights, but like I saw a large shadow moving back behind the pinball machine. And for a second, I'm like, oh, that's weird. It's probably a light. I don't see any moving lights in here. So I'm like, oh, it was probably just a spider. Like, and then I thought about how big the shadow was. I thought I caught out of the corner of my eye. And I'm like, that would be a tarantula at this point, if that's what that was crawling on the wall behind the pinball machines, which is now really well lit. And now I have the, I'm experiencing horripilation. Hey, Homegrown, have a great night. Do better than me. AI, know you will. Hitting the hay. Brent, have a great night. Tell Pepper we all say hey. Psoriasis covered dolphin on our ankles. Oh my God, Puff Danny. Don't, like, avoid the ankle. That was the worst. And I have a chest tattoo. I don't know if you can kind of see it. So I've gone over the sternum, which I heard was supposed to be pretty bad. I have tattoos going up, just up to my armpit, and that was nothing compared to ankle. Ankle was rough. I've always wanted to own one of these as Denapin, but I think I get bored by fan layouts. Yep, I get that. This game is brutal. We're gonna give it one more game, and then I'm gonna have to take a break or end the stream. It's already 12:30, because the Aquaphor on my tattoo is wearing off, or the Advil is wearing off. One of the two, because my left leg is burning right now. Yeah, a lot of pain. Oh, get up there. Whatever, I'll take that one. Yeah, this game, by the way, if you've ever been hesitant, Stranger Things is fun. There's many different reasons people might buy pinball machines, right? Like maybe you want to practice for competition. I don't know. I don't know that I would call this a great competition game. I don't know how balanced the rule set is. Here we go, started our first mode. Gosh darn it. Oh man, what else? I also picked up a cool new video game I've been wanting to play. All right, left orbit. Oh no. There it is. Mode start. There's Breakout. Barb is not there. I seem to love fan layouts. Medieval Madness, AFM were my favorites. But I think JDJP. What is JDJP? Might be an even better fan layout than Jack Danger. There's Jurassic Park? Oh, the fan layout for the home version. Got it. Not there. Keep looking. Ooh. Yeah, the home edition. You enjoy the home edition more than AFM. That's awesome. Yeah. Feel like I'm struggling to focus right now. I really need. I'm gonna do both. I think a bunch of Advil and what's it called? That and Aquaphor. Like I'm struggling with even words right now. That said, where are we over here? Yeah, this thing. Listen to your. I know. Like, it is. My leg feels hot. I don't think it's supposed to feel that way. But I'm going to switch over to PC. I haven't even opened it yet. We could try. Nope, not that. So the new game was Nova Drift. Would be okay with. Ooh. You know what, Denipin? I like Houdini. I like Houdini, I should say, more than I like the car one that they put out. But no, I was gonna throw on Nova Drift really quick just so that we get some playtime on it. Screw it, let's try it. Now oh, it put it on over here. Settings, audio, video, windowed mode. Window size. Oh, there we go. Awesome. So you have to go through practice. No, I'm not hooked up. All the things, there's all different reasons. Not. Hey, Eligos, good evening. Hot Wheels. Yeah, Denipin, that's what I was thinking of. I can't find any shots in Hot Wheels. That's my biggest problem. It's like that. I had it for 3 months. We put a lot of games on it. It looked like a lot of fun. And man, I could, no matter what I did, anytime I came back to it, it would take me 10 games before I could nail down the shots. And then they were in places that my brain could not flip the flippers at. There was it was a disconnect while I was playing that game. I would like to go back and play it some more, though. We're not going to do this. Not right now. Y'all, I am so sorry, Eligos, you just got here, but we're going to go raid someone. And Homegrown, thank you. I love your streaming theater now, George. Manu, thank you. We're going to go raid somebody. Who's on right now that we can go raid? Somewhere. Who do we got? We got Mr. Scoot. We're going to go do that. Y'all, have an awesome night. I'm seriously going to go take some stuff for my leg. Yeah. I think it's an AP Flipper thing. Every one of their pins takes me a few games to get used to the timing. Okay. Watch the sky. Thank you, Amiga Cammy. I was told that there was supposed to be Aurora Borealis out in Fort Collins tonight. And my kid went up and said that she saw a little bit of it, evidently, and took some pictures up from Horsetooth Mountain. Denipin, have a great night. Manu, everyone, you guys, have a good one. Where is this? We'll be back on for some more programming streams. Remember, the goal is to try and actually get this up and running by next week. We're more than halfway done at this point. In fact, I'd say we're 2/3 done. So next week might be the first time where we're able to trigger off and do the whole thing. Maybe. That might be aggressive. We'll see. See y'all.